The poem I picked is Dover Beach, and this is my dramatic reading. The sea is calm tonight, the tide is full, the moon lies fair upon the straits. On the French coast the light gleams and is gone. The cliffs of England stand, glimmering and vast, out in the tranquil bay. Come to the window, sweet is the night air. Only, from the long line of spray where the sea meets the moon-blanched land, listen! You hear the grating roar of pebbles in which the waves draw back and fling. At the return, upon the high strand, begin and cease, and then begin again, with tremulous cadence slow, and bring the eternal note of sadness in. Sophocles long ago heard it on the Aegean, and brought it into his mind, the turbid ebb and flow of human misery. We find also in a sand of thought, hearing it by a distant northern sea. This sea of faith was once, too, at the full and round earth's shore, lay like the folds of a bright girdle furled. But now I only hear its melancholy, long, withdrawing roar, retreating to the breath of the night wind, down the vast edges, drear and naked shingles of the world. Ah, love, let us be true to one another, for the world, which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath never really joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. And we are here as in the darkening pains swept with confused alarms of struggle and fight, where ignorant armies clash by night. In my understanding of the poem, it to me seems like the speaker is intimately sharing his feelings and his thoughts with a lover of theirs, as mentioned in the possibly third stanza. I don't have it up right now. They reference the love, and obviously they're not a speaker, they're a bystander to this, but they're still a part of the conversation, even if they're not mentioning anything now. He's talking about how there's so much sadness, he's experiencing sadness, he's miserable, there's nothing, like life has nothing to offer to him, what's the point? It seems very much like an existential cry for help of what's going on in the world. The world isn't doing anything for me, I don't have any point in being here anymore. In the third stanza, I believe, he has a faith crisis, like he used to have faith, and now it's just not there anymore, it's gone, he doesn't understand what's happening. And he sort of, like, you get this in the way he says this through the symbolism with the sea and how it's described. In the beginning of the very first stanza, it's like the sea is calm tonight. Like, you get this imagery that everything's all peaceful and calm, and that's how his thoughts are in the beginning. But then the farther down you get into the poem, he describes it as the conditions get worse. Like, as you look with more detail, it's not actually a calm ocean. You're seeing all of the waves, the tides, the water splashing across the rocks, like, aggressively. And that's how he's voicing his opinions as well. In the beginning, he is just talking about sadness, just being sad, not really happy. But then in the end, he uses charged words with ignorant armies. Let me try and pull up exactly what that was. Ignorant armies clashing in the night, and it's just super aggressive, and there's a passion within his words, just like how the ocean was originally described as something super calm and peaceful, and then you see later on that it's actually not like that on the surface. I think we can all relate to this, especially in well, maybe not all of us, but I know I definitely related to this in the third stanza with his references to his crisis in faith, saying how his faith, it was once there and bright and full with the moon, but it's not there anymore, it's just simply not. And I can relate to that because I have experienced similar things. I used to probably not really be a religious person and going to church and doing all of that, but I don't feel that same way anymore. I got disconnected with the religion and the faith, and for me it's a really similar experience. I only relate negative things to it particularly, and it's interesting to see the way he worded his thoughts and opinions on that, because honestly I found them quite relatable, and I felt a similar way with it as well.